What's up, it's Jesse. I hope you're having a nice day. Today I want to talk about patience. Now, it's been about a year and a half that I've been on my journey of growth, and within this year and a half, I've grown a lot in terms of internal and who I am as a person, at least in my eyes. And my knowledge has grown. You could say my skills have grown. My purpose and my vision as to where I want to go in life has grown. But in terms of what's in the real world, it's almost like I don't see anything tangible. And I believe that is why most people give up. We're always so quick to want to see what's tangible in the real world that we forget that, hey, that's going to take time. Now, I'm not trying to sound like one of those woo-woo gurus, right? But I wholeheartedly believe you actually have to have patience with this. You know, I was reading a book called The Compound Effect, and I'm glad I started reading it because it was talking about how you could be at this for a year, maybe 2 years, and you still won't see any results. But maybe it's that third year and boom, you see the results you were looking for. Because I needed that, because some days I'm like, well, when is this gonna happen? When am I going to see tangible results? Right? And I believe that's a way of the world testing you, whether or not do you actually want what you say you want. Because if you actually wanted what you say you want, you would not stop. You would continue to go until you figured it out. Because if other people can figure it out, well, then you can too. You just may not know the necessary things you need to know at that current moment to figure it out. But that's why you consistently work. And the more actions you take, the more you learn. You know, people will say, well, where do I start? You just start with anything. Who cares if you mess up? Because at least you started. Because now that you know you messed up, well, now you know what doesn't work. You've learned from that mistake too. That's another thing. You have to learn from your mistakes. Along this journey, you will make mistakes. And that's good, because that's what you want to do. Especially early on, you want to make as many mistakes as possible. So that when you're actually in your older years, you're not absolutely messing up and just making mistakes that are costly to you. And this is the reason why people say work smarter and not harder, because in the beginning, you're going to have to work hard. But then that hard work will turn into knowledge, and then you can use that wisdom to carry yourself throughout life. And that's why you have to put in the work now. It's put in the work in the beginning, and you basically can free yourself in the end. Because at the end of the day, I know we all want freedom. That's what we go for. That's why we want to be quote unquote wealthy or rich or whatever you want to say, right? I wholeheartedly believe you shouldn't want wealth in a means of getting monetary things or just to impress people, because that's just absolutely senile. You're literally trying to impress people who are going to die. You're going to try to impress people who actually really don't give a shit about you. Like, you see what I'm getting at? People want to impress others when it's like, dude, why are you looking for validation from other people? That's absolutely sad. You should not have somebody have to tell you what your worth is or who you are. Because if you're looking for validation from other people, that is a lack of strength of character. Where is your strength of character? But you have to be patient with this, man. It is tough, and there will be days where you're tired and like, I don't want to do anything. Today I was tired and I still went to the gym. It was an awful gym session, a rough gym session. Dude, I was on that bench, bro. I was doing 165. I had to keep re-racking the bar when I was doing 8. I think I had to re-rack it like 3 times. And then I tried to go up to 190 to do 4 times. I couldn't do it. I was like, bro, I got to drop down to 160. I was cooked. I was tired. But guess what? I still pushed through it. Because there will be days where you are exhausted and you are tired. And it's those days, those are the days that count the most. Now, maybe all I got was in a workout today. And I'm making this video right now showing the fact that, hey, I need to make a video so I can have this posted. I'm going to a funeral tomorrow, and I'm not going to have much time to do anything. I'm currently out of town with family, and it's been hard to actually find time to do anything, especially these 2 days, bro. A bunch of people came in. I have to go to that funeral tomorrow. Then I have like a eat out with family. I still have to go to the gym. It's hard to find time to actually do stuff, but that's why priorities have to come in place. What do you actually want? That is a question majority of people don't even ask themselves. What do you actually want? You don't, because 9 times out of 10, you don't actually want those cars, those houses, all that money. 9 times out of 10, people only just want that stuff so other people can look at them and be like, oh my God, look at what you have. Like, dude, money will not change anything. 6-pack abs will not change anything. Yes, in terms of perceived value, yes, your value has increased. But if you're looking for that to change your whole life, it won't. Like, dude, this right here, you as a person needs to be 100%. Money won't solve your problems. Having six-pack abs won't solve your problems. Like, dude, problems will always exist on whatever plane you're at. Whether you are poor or whether you are rich, problems will always exist. You cannot escape that. Because if there were not problems in life, then what would we do? If there was nothing to solve and or to fix, what would we do? I'm just saying, like, we would sit here and literally do nothing. It's the mere fact that once stuff is going to break, there will always be problems to solve. Right? Because as I learn to solve my problems, I can help other people solve their problems. I've talked about this before. Help others. If you learn this one simple thing, I promise you, you'll begin to change your life. Because you learn, well, it's no longer really about me, it's about other people. And in learning that, well, now it's all about me, because if I can learn to get better and to improve myself, I will automatically start impacting everybody else around me. That's just how things work. Because if I was a negative Nancy walking around the world, spewing out negative stuff, well, that's what's going to happen to the people around me. If I'm going in a negative direction in my life, well, then what does that say about people who, I wouldn't say look up to me, but what about your brothers and sisters? Maybe you have somebody younger. Why would you do something like that? Why would you show them that this is what you should be doing? Why would you show them that you should be doing something negative? You should be leading them in a positive direction. Everybody should be leading each other in a positive direction, showing each other that, hey, we all have paths, that we should all find our paths, and then we should all grow together. Because we're supposed to grow as a society. Yet our society is diminishing day in and day out because people are negative for no reason. I don't get why people are negative. Yes, life is sucky. But that does not mean you need to get negative, because, dude, no matter what you do, the only thing you should ever be is optimistic. And this isn't trying to be false positivity or whatever you want to say that is, because literally life in itself, dude, it was full of pain. It's negative stuff. Dude, life is suffering. That's why you have no choice but to be optimistic inside of that suffering. Because people are suffering wherever you go. You may not be suffering. You may be sitting in a bed and you may be okay. But what about people in Africa? What about people who are poor? People who live on the streets? People who can't even feed their own children? People that had kids at the young ages. There are people everywhere that are suffering. And as your duty as the people that can't help those people, you have to show them something better. You have to show these people more. That there is more to life than just BS and wasting it. Because you have one life. People say this, but they do not understand this. Majority of people be like, well, you only have one life. Yet you will waste it drinking, smoking, partying, useless sex. Like, you get where I'm going. Well, where's your time going to? Like, I'm being legitimately serious. Where is your time going to? Now, I'm not saying that all sex is useless, but most people just go have party sex, right? Or maybe they just go spend time, or waste time with girls they see, like, they don't even see them in their future. They don't even want anything to do with them in their future. Like, stop wasting your time with things you know are not going to help you move forward. You only have but limited time. You have 24 hours in a day. That is all you have. So you use those 24 hours day in and day out. And it's about those small things that you do in the increments of those days, day in and day out. And that is why you need to be patient. Because you may not see results in the first year. You may not see results in a year and a half, second year. But eventually you will start to see those reward results. But you have to be consistent and you have to be patient. Continue to do the work. Do not stop. Because that is temptation at its finest. You are being tested. Do you want this or do you not? Because most people give up, but you're not most people. Because I know you'll stick through and I know you continue to go forever long you need to until you succeed. Like I said, you work until you succeed. That's all I gotta say for today's video. I hope y'all like and subscribe. And yeah, my name is Jesse. I'm out.